Wait a minute. We're not back in the lanes in between. We're here after we completed the battle with Trinity Armor. Strange, isn't it? Hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In today's episode, we are going to be finishing up the Radiant Garden chapter as Aqua, and then we are initially going to get started with Disney Town. Anyway, on with the episode that is already in progress. So, I'm not going to be doing any time lapses for this episode because this is our first time coming in through this walkway as Aqua, and we don't go into these parts that Vin and Terra already visit. So, yeah, I think we'll just keep it. Besides, we're not going to be here at this world much longer, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem, you know, having to go through this, and it shouldn't take that much time. And for all of you, I decided to give a break on doing a time lapse for this episode. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll just do what we normally do and just show off some occasional grinding and then probably some D-links, and then we will get into the boss battle that will ensue in the coming sequence when we get to Town Square. But other than that, who gave me confused? What? No, never mind. But yes, get down here! Quit getting up so high! There. You know, you gotta kind of like it how these games don't take themselves too realistically, because every time when somebody tries to land down, you know, from a high space, they won't get hurt. Ever since they did that with Kingdom Hearts 2 and Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, it just seems like they're making their properties a bit more action-oriented. Like they want them to look all flashy. Which, in a sense, I think it's really cool for Western audiences, but at the same time, it kind of deviates from what makes a Final Fantasy game really good. But, hey, what am I talking about Final Fantasy for? This isn't Final Fantasy. It's its own franchise, and it's good in its own right. So, it's okay to appreciate the flashiness and the exaggerated battles with this franchise. So, yeah. And we shouldn't be here at this part much longer. We should be getting over to the next screen, which will be the water fountains. And I think we will be able to get another action command, if I'm not mistaken. I think we will be able to get the one that we got as Vin when we were up there at that ledge, in which we thought we would get as Terra. But we'll see as we keep going along here. And notice that we're already in the month of March, so just about a few more weeks till the 3DS launch, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm really peeved about the launch lineup, as I wish that not Final Fantasy, but Dead or Alive Dimensions would have made it as a launch title, because I definitely would have played that. But Super Street Fighter 4 3D has kind of intrigued my interest a little bit, and I am looking forward to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, Star Fox 64 3D, and the new Kid Icarus Uprising this June. Sometime this June. I think the word is that Iwata or Reggie said that they want to try to get the games out the window before E3 this year. I could be mistaken, or at least sometime in June. Either way is fine with me, but yeah, I am definitely looking forward to playing those games, and then we'll just have to see how long it'll be until Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance will arrive. But if I were to guess, and if I said in previous videos, I think we will see it come to the U.S. sometime next year. But who knows? That could change. That may not. Go ahead and defeat these blue magic pots, and right over there is the treasure chest that gives us the Counterblast action command. And in case if you haven't figured it out, if you need a refresher, you know, after you block, you can press the X button to attack. And I went ahead and inserted the action command, and we'll get back on with the grinding here. And notice this month, another Square Enix property is, two Square Enix properties are coming to be released this month. Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy and the Third Birthday. And notice how the PSN right now is getting its Square Soft PS1 classics that should have been on the PSN a long time ago. I mean, we got Xenogears, now we have Vagrant Story, and now we have Parasite Eve, the first one that's about to make it onto the PSN sometime fairly soon. So, yeah, I think Square has done a really good job getting on the ball with getting some of their own other IPs on the PSN. Especially Xenogears, because I have been playing that immensely ever since it came out. I'm about 35 hours into the game already. I think I'm at the second dungeon where you have to, or at the dungeon where you have, or the cave where you need to get the second Anima Relic to get Rico's Omni Gear. But yeah, I've gotten that far. Been really enjoying it, and I've learned the learning curve on how to get the character's death blows with the button combinations that you have to do when you're in the battle. I finally figured that out. In case of those of you who are having trouble trying to figure out how to get it, how to get their death blows, you need to equip the wizardry ring. That way it can double up the level up rate, the growth rate of your death blows that you're trying to learn, and you should be okay to get them. So, yeah, little tidbit for you right there. But yeah, I've been kind of oh, and there's Merlin again. I've been kind of thinking about this, since I'm playing Xenogears, I've been kind of thinking about maybe doing like an ultimate collab review on the game. Maybe something that's kind of documentary style. Because I think that would be really cool, and I don't think anybody has talked a whole lot about the game, in my opinion, because, since RPGs are so big, a lot of people don't have that much to say about them. And since that's an RPG that is so big, I'm kind of thinking maybe getting together a lot of people, some of my closest review buddies, to share their own thoughts with the game and make like this huge documentary style review, because I think that would be really cool to do something like that. And I think, the fans would really appreciate it, if freelance reviewers kind of like me and K-Wing or Larry or anybody would, give our 2 cents out for that game, because it's really one of the most well-written and well-made RPGs that anybody has made for a gaming system. I mean, sure, there's a lot of religious references in that game, and some revolutionary thoughts from the philosophers like Sigmund Freud and all those other people in history. So, yeah, it'd be really good to do something like that. But it's still early. I mean, I have lots of other things that are going on. So, yeah, maybe that's something that we'll be able to get down the line with the future. But we'll have to see, because trying to capture the footage for that game, it will take a lot to capture, because that game is about 55 to 60 hours long if you were to try to get through it on its own. But, yeah, it's a long game. But other than that, I will stop talking about that, and we are now going to get on with the battle against Vanitas right here. And when fighting against Vanitas, it's not a lot different when you're fighting against Vanitas as Vin or Terra. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same. So, just use your best judgment and watch out for him using those shadow abilities like that, where he tricks himself into being at a different spot to hit you. And you should be fine in this battle. Notice that the sparks from the Keyblade hits are really cool. Kind of like Aqua's gives out flowers, and you give out, and well, no, not me. Aqua gives out flowers with her Destiny's Embrace Keyblade, where Vanitas is given more like cog-like figures, it looks like. Yeah. And we should be able to defeat him real quick. It should be coming. And what do we have right here? We have the Thunderbolt command style. So let's go ahead and use that to our content, because I think that's going to be really helpful in trying to get through the last part of this battle. And we should be able to hit him with the... Oh, yes, we do. We hit him with the Thunderbolt. Awesome. And that gave us a deck capacity increase after we defeated Vanitas. So let's get on with the next cutscene that is about to ensue, where Aqua is going to try to unmask him, and then he will make his escape. And she'll realize why she needs Vin to go home, even though he's not going to go home, but you'll see.
Who are you?
Oh, not to worry.
Not bad at all. Congratulations.
Yeah, he
I'll
was
keep
just
you
going
around.
easy on you just to see your power,
Never
Aqua,
hurts to have
so, looks like we'll have to wait to fight against Vanitas another time.
I have to stop him before anything else happens to Terra and Ven.
Aqua!
And we get one of our friends coming back, and that is Ven, which we already seen this cutscene where he's coming back to try to go with Aqua, but she's going to force him to go, need to go home, but he will not listen.
Right. Then I can't stay here.
Let me go with you, Aqua.
No, Ven. Do as I say and go home.
Why won't you let me?
I don't want to put you in harm's way. You understand?
She doesn't want him to battle against Vanitas because she saw how frightening Vanitas can be. So yes, we are going to be leaving Radiant Garden from here. We are going to be heading into the next world. We don't get anything special after we complete this world because we already got the Keyblade and we already got a D-Link with Mickey. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll head over to the next world right now. But first, we are back in the Lanes in Between, where we completed Radiant Garden, and we are going to get reintroduced to the worlds of Olympus Coliseum, Deep Space, and last but not least, Disney Town. So yes, Disney Town is where we are going next. Just like with Terra and Ven, we are going in the same path of the worlds that each of us is going to go to. So yeah, we are going to Disney Town right now, and uh-oh.
We're in the mask of peace and hope.
This goofball again, or this Joker. Yeah, I'd rather say Joker, because he's supposed to have the J not at the same place, because it looks like an upside-down reverse J, kind of like Waluigi in Mario, in the Mario sports games, that is. But, yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's out to cause his shenanigans again, and she doesn't need any kind of hero to be there for her. And looks like Horace is having a little bit of trouble over at the fruit ball area.
You? Oh, well, that's a shame.
Oh, yes, I can feel your pain, man.
This job's perfect for you, Mr. Hero. What? Name your catastrophe. Those annoying monsters have turned up again over in Fruitball Plaza. They're all yours now, Captain J.
Captain J? Yep, it looks like the Unversed are here, which they are.
Monsters? Well, too bad. Not on my list.
Oh, excuses, excuses, excuses. Bona fide heroes, indeed. But yes, he is no bona fide hero. He's just trying to cover his own hide, and he wants to do his own shenanigans.
I thought you said you were Captain Justice. You can't leave those menacing things running loose. They're ruining Fruitball. Huh? Hark, do you hear that? Somebody's calling for Captain Justice's help.
Notice how he's playing more of Captain Justice rather than Captain
Not
Dark.
Here I am on my way.
Oh,
Sounds like
boy.
this catastrophe can't wait, but I'll be back here in a jiff.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you will, Captain Useless. But I don't
Yeah,
think I'll stay here
Captain
and
Justice,
hold
my Iron
I'm
Fanny.
anything but a
Good
hero.
call, Horace. He is
I can
Captain
help if you
Useless.
want.
But yes, we will help him in the
That'd
fruit
be
ball
just Jim
plaza to where we will fight against those unversed, but we are going to be, exploring the sewer, and we're going to be doing the 2 other mini games before we get into the fruit ball plaza. But I don't think we are going to be getting into those right away, because I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to end things off right about now for this episode. So anyway, gamers, next time on Double RPG, let's play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. We are going to be getting through Disney Town by going through the mini games and going to the sewer, and then completing it off with the award ceremony. So anyway, take care of yourselves, and if you haven't seen my review of the game already, then go check it out over at GotGame.com. And I'll see you on the next episode. See you guys then.